Hello and welcome to Game Club. Today we'll be fighting ghosts and getting treasure in Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunters by Brian Yu. So let's start with an unboxing. I like the box, I like the cover. I think that I know it's popular. 2014 it won the Kinderspiel das Jahres, which I believe is like a very good award for board games. No doubt some board game geek will scream at me for not knowing exactly who's won it, why they've won it and what it means. But hey, you know what? I do this because I love games, not because I love fetishizing awards. Thank you. Anyway, great box cover, like the work, love the vigour in it. And then of course you've got your instructions. Now this shows obviously how international it is. You've got UK instructions, French instructions, German instructions, I believe that is then Dutch instructions, and Italian instructions. Beautiful, we love it, absolutely love it. And we've kept them all in there because we have players from all around the world playing, and most of them speak those languages, all around Europe I should say. There's the board, like the board, great sort of robust colouring, nice structure, great place to keep your cards as well, which is always nice to see. You've got your little players that go here as well. I'll just show you, there we go, there's the players there, there's your cards there, and you've got dice, well they don't really go on there, but anyway, so then you've got your big demons and your little ghosts, you've got your players, you've got your dice placing, and you've got your treasure chips as well. The box is really nice. I mean, to be fair, it's pretty much sufficient for what you need, and it also is good because it doesn't get lost. I think that they are targeting the kids who will love playing this game but probably not enjoy so much putting stuff away, which is never good. I'll just put that back there. Anyway, now we're going to play and then basically review Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunters. Superb, so now we've set up and we're good to go. Now just to note, the ghosts, the starting ghosts are denoted here by this outlined circled circle. We've got 4 there, and then we've got our basically our diamonds, our treasure, and they are instructed by the booklet, and as you can see here they're lined out where you put it. You put your cards here. Now we're playing with basically the basic version of the game, so I'm going to play 4 rolls of each, oh, sorry, 3 rolls of each, I've just been instructed, and we'll start with the first one and we get 3 and we get a ghost. So we go 1, 2, 3, now you can move anywhere on the board if you wish. You'll flip this over, and wherever that is, so it says A and it's got a little ghostly writing there, you then put it in, and each room has, as you can see, a letter denoting what the room is. You put one of these in. Now, you probably also notice these blue and green doors. These show open and closed doors. We won't be playing those at all. We will instead be moving gently away from that. We'll be because we're just basically just trying to get you to see the gist of it. You roll again, and this time you've got a 2, so 1, 2, and we draw another card, and this one's J, so it's in the dining room. So we put J there, and we just put it in there. So it's pretty simple. 3 again, and he'll go 1, 2, 3. Now, turn this over again. K. Into the garden. Now, 1 here, just to show, he's not going to go, actually, he'll go in there and fight the zombie. Sorry, not zombie, I keep saying zombie. Fight the ghost. So basically, the fighting of the ghost is very simple. You roll a dice here, and if you get 2, so you get 1 of these ghosts, you can't see it there. So if you get 1 of these ghosts, you basically defeat the ghost, and then you can take the treasure. So we go here, and we've got, oh dear, we haven't defeated the ghost at all, so the ghost still stays in there. And this player can't go. We'll then turn over another card, and it's B. We'll put B up here. Ooh. So now you've got another ghosty in there. Now, 3rd and final round, 5 there. So we go 1, 2. Then he picks up his treasure here. Now, there are 2 ways of doing it. In the book, it says basically at this point you can continue going. But some people play it that it basically stops, and then you have to keep going after the next round. And as you can see here, I'll just turn it to when you're moving. So basically you've got doors, and the room counts as 1 space, so the room counts as a single space. You can pick up, if you end your move in a room with a treasure jewel, you may pick it up and place it in the backpack of the ghost hunter. If there is a ghost in the room, you must also fight it. keep it there until you successfully But see, notice it says if you end your move in the room. So effectively, what generally can happen is people will go and walk their way through in order to get it. So I'm going to move him in and then end my turn, and that way then he basically gets the treasure. Now you also have to turn over a ghost card, and D is the ghosty, so D will gain 1. Now back to this guy, yellow, last round, and he gets, oh there we go, we've got a ghoul, so that's now gone, and he will pick up the treasure. He won't go this turn though. So just to note, what happens is if you get 3 ghosts in here or in any of the rooms, they will convert into one of these. These are a demon. Now if you get 6 demons in the game, you basically lose the game. But what you have to do is you can combat them, and you've got to try and decide to work together in order to beat or defeat the ghouls or demons. It's hard because you'll find that people generally won't do that. But anyway, I'll come to that in the review. That is basically the very basic version of Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunters. So there's 3 reasons why I like Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunters and 3 reasons why I don't. The 3 reasons why I like Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunters is very simple. 1, the games are always action-packed, and always the emphasis is on excitement, adventure, and it has that sort of stimulus where it will move quickly. The more players you play, the more interesting the game becomes, because it becomes far more dynamic with every roll, and things happen within the board structure itself. 2, I like the fact the game translates well to children, so kids can enjoy it, kids can engage with it, and significantly, kids and adults can work together and play it as well. And 3, I like the fact the game has slight discrepancies and slight idiosyncrasies which allow you to explore adding little touches to the game. One of the big ones that often is done is stealing treasure from other players. I've seen this work, and it's quite interesting because it adds a new and interesting layer to the game. I keep saying interesting, I should stop. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't allow for any of the other rules to be superseded, which is always good. Now the 3 downsides. Firstly, the board itself lacks, I think, dimensions, so that's why there's no real sort of weight to the expansion. There isn't any expansions, to be fair. 2, the demons can become quite irksome because of the nature of the cards themselves. You can find that if you're playing a 4-player game, you lose simply because you're drawing so many cards so rapidly, especially if you're not playing the bonus version or the hard version, although I find, and I'll say on my next thing, the hard version can also have its problems. And then 3, the hard version. The hard version is either very hard or just as easy as the easy version if you're playing as 2-player. If you play as 4-player, it does add something to the game and makes it far more sort of potent, because it becomes this sort of game where you really don't know what can happen every time you turn the card. And so that means every dice roll is on a knife edge, which is fun and can also be a pain in the tush as well. All said, Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunters is the sort of game I would recommend for family or for friends who like playing games where they can work together and against each other at the same time. Also, because they can soup up the rules and add little textures to the rules themselves. So that said, I would say go ahead and get Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunters, because not only did it win the award, but it actually is quite good. So, that's Simon, I'm Simon, this is Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunters, and this was Game Club. Thank you for watching.